Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, on this episode, we are going to do an update on the tactical machining case all about ghost guns in Texas against the ATF and Biden administration. There's some things that I think you need to know, and I'm going to lay it out right here. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one. Please help me welcome a new sponsor to the channel, NorthTac, and then we're going to get it. NorthTac optics are leading the way in today's value optic market. With many of today's most popular features built right into NorthTac optics, users have access to RDS, technology at an affordable price. All NorthTac series optics come packed with features like the MAAS, Motion Activated Auto Shutoff electronic programming. By simply engaging or disengaging these models, users can customize each optic to their specific needs related to home defense, seasonal hunting, or tactical training. Plus, they all have a lifetime 100% warranty. Check them out in the description box below, and thank you so much to NorthTac for sponsoring this weekend's videos. Alright, brothers and sisters, so as I mentioned in the introduction, we are going to dive into the update on the whole tactical machining versus the ATF around the ghost guns, jigs, what they can do, what they can't do, and where do you stand. Now, a brief summation, kind of just a reminder and a primer on what's going on. This is one of the leading cases against the ATF with the new ghost gun rules of the Biden administration. This is one of the things that the Biden administration has hung their hat on, the executive actions that prevented all the ghost guns, from being out in the world, even though they can still be out in the world. The judges are saying they can completely do whatever they want, including the injunctions that are abounding. This is something that is going to impact a lot of people, but I want to give you a few of the updates. As I mentioned, everything will be linked for your review. So the first thing, I'm just going to kind of give you some notes so I can lay out where we're at. They received a preliminary injunction. That means customers can once again buy 80% lowers and jigs from 80% arms in this case. So what we're talking about here is an injunction against the ATF. Just so you guys are fully aware, the judge in this case in Texas, this is not Delaware where they got smacked around. We're just talking about Texas right now. Now, in the 80% arms case, they basically were told, ATF, you're so confusing. You're all over the place. You cannot basically injure these people from a standpoint of their rights according to the court and the ATF's rulings. That's kind of where they're at. So the injunction applies to not only tactical machining, 80% arms, also their customers. That's important because it doesn't have to be previous customers at all. The second thing, they're the only manufacturer and retailer that is legally allowed to sell both of the 80% Glock style pistol frames and its jigs. So that was one of the big things that was the point of contention. The ATF was saying that 80% lowers are perfectly fine. You just can't sell jigs with them because the jigs are clearly the problem. But the big thing here is that injunction by that court in Texas says you can't stop them from doing it. So in 80% arms case, that doesn't apply. That's incredibly important because this is different than the Delaware case. Again, the ghost gun thing is extremely convoluted, and I'm trying to add a little bit of clarity because there's a lot of details here that everyone doesn't fully understand. The third thing we're going to talk about, I'm just going to do a little blurb here. Due to how ridiculous the ATF's rule is, they were forced to remove all content and verbiage on our website that provided instructions or guidance regarding how to complete an 80% lower receiver or pistol frame. So that's talking from 80% perspective. Essentially what they had to do was remove any type of literature of knowledge about the jigs and their use, but you could still sell the jigs and the 80% lowers. The way that this is so convoluted is part of the problem. This is why the ATF is under an injunction and they got smacked in Delaware. So anyway, that's a big important piece. The fourth thing I wanted to run down. We really don't know how long this new status quo is going to last, and the protections provided by the injunction relief are temporary. So the reason that I put this point in here, is because if this is something that you were looking to explore, it's still covered under the injunction, however, temporary. Again, this is all in the lawsuit with 80% arms, tactical machining, against the ATF. This is a lot of the nitty-gritty stuff. And this final thing that I want to bring your attention. Customers that had previously purchased affected products, such as jigs, will soon receive their long-awaited orders, which we have already begun shipping out. Again, that's from 80% arms, because they kind of wanted to clear the water a little bit. This is an incredibly important point in this whole litigation. As of right now, tactical machining, 80% arms, they have the upper foot against the ATF because the injunction has been ruled from the court system. Now, when that keeps going, what's the next steps? It's not truly determined yet, but as of this moment, 80% arms is completely protected for selling all the items that they said they couldn't sell anymore through this case, and that is important for you guys to know, especially going into the holidays, going into the year. It's something for you guys to know and make preparations for as such. Thank you so much. I know this video was a little bit different. I just wanted to give you an update, and like I said, everything will be linked. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm Braden. See you later.